Hold on. Oh, it's because I'm in Firefox. Shit. That's okay.
We're live.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you to say that. Hi, good
Yeah,
morning,
it popped up
everyone.
on screen.
I am staring at a different screen because I realized I did not link. Anyways, welcome to the Daily Whatever Show, everyone. I'm Dana
Welcome,
Dubois.
welcome. I'm Lawrence Winterman.
How are you today, Lawrence?
I'm good. We're pretty disorganized this morning, as per usual.
You know, yeah, sometimes this is it has been a bit of a disorienting week. I have two kids with, as of last night, very high fevers.
Oh, shit.
I know. I'm just getting over that whole long sickness. And you want to take a guess at the numbers? Why their fevers were last night?
Well, I know because you mentioned yesterday that the youngers, I can't remember whose name we are allowed to use and not,
It's okay.
was 103. So,
Yeah, it got higher, 1042 and 1044. I was
goddamn.
like, I was like, that's impressive, you two. But they seemed fine. It was very strange. And so I'm a little sleepy today. I'm a little disoriented by that. And weirdly, my door is open, but Kira doesn't seem to see that she can get in, and she is like, I need to see Lawrence. Hang on. Kira, come on in. She's such a little mutt, but all is well. So we were supposed to have Sari Botten here as our guest today from Oldster. I cannot wait to have a chance to talk with her, but we must all wait because she has rescheduled for April 28th. So we have that to look forward to in about a month. And today you get Lawrence and me. We'll be talking about some of the stories that we recently published and anything else that comes to our minds. Right,
I have
Lawrence?
very exciting news.
You already? Okay, let's
Yeah.
hear it. I don't know what this is.
I am divorced for the second time. Officially.
Lawrence, that is big news.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
I've got two
Congratulations.
under my belt. If
Yeah.
I think if I get seven more, like then the 10th one is free.
Oh, Lawrence, you have a punch card?
So everyone be on the lookout for the next future ex Mr. Winterman.
I love that for you. I think that should be your dating profile.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be that. And, my favorite quote from the movie Real Genius, which is, can you hammer a
Hammer a
6-inch
6-inch
spike through a
spike through a
board with
board
your
with your
penis?
penis. Are you glad I was right there for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for remembering.
How could I forget Real Genius? Also one of my favorite movies. So many quotable lines. It's remarkable. Lawrence, I don't know what's going on in like the stars this week, but nothing is working quite right, and I'm really irritable. Can I blame like Neptune or Pluto or something, or is it just me?
Sure, you always can.
I always can. But is it
Yeah,
true?
you definitely can. We need to kind of look at your chart and see where the transits of things were in your chart, but there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the skies. We're all feeling it because there's some big generational changes that are happening simultaneously. You know, Pluto Pluto recently relocated. Saturn and Neptune have both transitioned out of Pisces and into Aries. There's a lot of changes going on in the big slow moving generational planets, and it's all hitting at once.
Yeah, this feels more like minutia. This feels more like um well, my big transition that's supposed to be happening this week that is still not happening.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide how much to say on air. I don't think I'm going to say much on air. I will just say this. Do you ever like you're trying to be really careful to do something correctly and you're reading the directions and stuff, and you miss a step and you're like, but this doesn't make any sense. Isn't everybody missing this step if lots of people do this thing? It's one of those. And it makes me feel like I'm the crazy one, and I don't like that feeling. I mean, I don't mind being crazy for the right reasons, but this is for a very wrong reason.
Yeah,
So that's frustrating. But
that is super frustrating.
other than that, and the sick kids, things are going pretty well. Look, I have a podcast studio now, thanks to my
That's
friend
very
Kim
exciting.
Rollins, who loaned me
And
her
your lighting
giant.
is great.
Yes, you should see how large this is. Like, I'm looking up at it now. There's this giant, um, like from the 90s
I can see the
photography.
reflection in your glasses.
When I
Yeah,
look up, yeah,
it's ginormous.
yeah, it is.
It's interesting that like the pictures on your wall look great, but in certain the wall mostly still kind of looks black. I know it's supposed to be a deep aubergine, but it still kind of reads as black.
It is interesting. I don't mind it reading as black. I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
I
oh,
mean
I
the
should.
pictures give you some depth at least.
Yes, and that's why I put the art back up because and I added a little art, the magician. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
The tarot card, the magician over there in the corner.
Very nice. I love it.
Yes. Yes, because the magician is who we have to blame for all of the writing and podcasting I do. It all comes down to the magician apparently. So, speaking of writing, should we transition and talk a bit about our writing?
Sure. I mean, I think we should acknowledge that tomorrow there's a moon launch, which is pretty fucking exciting.
Oh,
The
see, I depend on
Artemis
you to
takes
catch
off
me up on
tomorrow
this
to
stuff.
do its cislunar orbit and then return back to Earth. So that is super fucking exciting.
Oh,
People are going to see the backside of the moon firsthand for the first time in 50 fucking years.
really?
Yeah.
I had no idea, Lawrence. That
60
is
years,
really
actually. What
cool.
am I saying? Oh, it's been a
What's
long
that?
time. Eh, Almost 60 years, actually.
Oh my gosh. That's wild. Um, I'm going to ask you a technical, nerdy question here, Lawrence.
Hmm.
Usually I accept our invite right before the show. And because I have a new setup down here, I'm on a new laptop. I didn't. And I'm trying to join the chat and it's asking the Daily Whatever Show wants you to accept the invite. But when I go to accept it, it's asking about my microphone. Is it going to make two instances of me if I accept it and accept the microphone? Like, what's that going to do? Do you
Yeah,
know?
so I don't know how many other people have encountered this yet, but Substack pushed an update yesterday that broke a bunch of shit.
Substack.
And so the only way that I have found to avoid the Substack wants you to accept your camera and microphone is to
Yeah.
use the Edge browser, which I don't think you have being on a Mac.
I could download it, but I'm not going to do that now.
Right. I literally don't know how to fix this. I it caused me so much fucking pain and heartache yesterday until I finally was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it in Edge. And for whatever stupid reason, it works in Edge. It doesn't work in Chrome or
Firefox.
well, I don't have Firefox. I have DuckDuckGo and Chrome, and I tried in both of those and it didn't work, but it did work in Edge. So
Okay.
I don't know how much this is impacting other people. I think if you don't do live videos, maybe it's not impacting you at all. And maybe it's not
Right.
every browser, but Jesus Christ, it caused me so much frustration yesterday.
So what will
The short
happen if
answer
I
is I
accept
don't think you can fix this.
what will happen if I accept the invite?
I mean, maybe nothing. Probably
Let's try
nothing.
it.
I
Are
don't
we
know.
all
Yeah,
I'm feeling brave. Should I feel brave?
yeah, try it. Let's
So
see.
do I tell it to use my camera or do I tell it not to use my camera?
I think that it only wants you to say yes. I think if you say no, you don't get the end result.
If this all messes up, you guys, I'm just gonna leave altogether and then I'll come back. We'll see what
Oh, Karen is
happens.
saying my sound is really good today. Well, that's a relief, seeing as I've had an infinite amount of trouble with that.
Right?
Oh, good.
Allow Yeti, allow. Okay. Can you still hear me, Lawrence?
Yeah.
Is anything weird happening?
No. Maybe
Uh,
they fixed it and it works now.
you know, we always let's see. I think I can get in the chat now. Oh, except you know
Oh,
what?
yep, you can.
I gotta mute that. Hello. Okay. Well, that works.
Excellent.
Okay.
Maybe they fixed it. Who the fuck knows? It's Substack.
Or
Things change on a dime.
or maybe it's because it's Firefox and you haven't tested that browser. But can we
That could
just
be.
say out loud, because you said this to me yesterday and it was very wise. Um, fuck moving fast and breaking things in all things.
Oh my God. Honestly, it
I
is the
am
worst. Yeah. It's a hallmark of enshittification. It's the worst thing to happen to the tech industry and
right.
to get like jizzed out into the world at large and everyone everywhere suddenly like, what a great idea. Let's try that. No, it breaks shit. It's frustrating.
I like jizzed out.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like tech bros like jizzing their, look, I got a great idea. I'm going to inseminate the world with my brilliance.
That's 100% what it is. That's why we're with Iran, right? Because
For
it was
sure.
like, oh yeah, if Bibi's gonna do it, I'm gonna pee on everything too.
Right.
Let's
Oh,
just
yeah.
move fast and break shit.
Yeah, move fast and break shit. We'll figure it out later. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the
But
best army in
no.
the world. We've got the best tech solutions in the world.
Right.
Um,
No, you're actually breaking things and it's making people's lives worse. And we're all already at like max cognitive overload. So the last thing we need is, for Substack to suddenly stop working or the Strait of Hormuz to get shut down, indefinitely at this point. Because now Trump is like, well, maybe I'd end the war without reopening the Strait of Hormuz. How, buddy? That means literally you broke something, fucked it up so that our economy is in even more pain, and now you're saying you're just going to leave it? Like, Jesus Christ, you asshole. You should have just kept Obama's Iran deal. They wouldn't have a bomb and everything would be fine. You hated Obama so much. You had to, I pounded the table and everything shook. You hated him so much. You had to get rid of the Iran nuclear deal and do your own thing, which ends up just being the worst decisions possible with regard to this entire situation.
yeah,
Fucking moron.
I did see Lawrence in my wanderings that oh my gosh, I'm having an acronym meltdown this morning. CPAC, the really conservative conference that
Yeah,
just happened.
CPAC.
The young kids who are young Republicans. I read that it was very poorly attended and that they are all saying MAGA is dead and they're looking for what's next. Did you see this as well?
I did.
And what do we think about it? Is it just going to be something worse that's next?
Of course. I mean, so,
What are the young people wanting?
So Cliff has said this, other people have said it, and I think it's really, it's accurate and insightful, which is every time the Democrats have a moment to like pause and reflect and be like, what did we do wrong? They move more towards the center, right? Like their instinct, their knee-jerk reaction is to moderate. Yes. Republicans, every time they have a moment to pause and be like, what did we do wrong? Why do people not like us? Their instinct is to move even more to the right, to the point at which they are becoming literal, actual fucking Nazis. So there is a kid running for governor of Florida. I don't know if you know about this. I can't remember his name. I don't remember his name, but some child, he's like 23 or 27 or something like that. And he's running for governor of Florida, basically on a like even more hardcore MAGA America First platform. Like he openly advocates the Nazi salute. Like he is like he literally, there's an interesting write-up of him in the New York Times, and they're like, he's an interesting blend of nationalism, shall we say, and socialism.
Socialism?
Well, but National Socialism is the fucking Nazi party. Like that is
His name is, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
His name is James Fishback. He's 30.
Right, Fishback. I knew it was a dumb name.
He's a native Floridian, and Fishback is positioning himself as a far-right candidate aiming to eliminate property taxes, end all immigration, and implement strict abortion bans. He is known for using unconventional outreach, including Tinder, for his campaign. Ew.
Yeah, he is seriously the douchiest douche bro, and
I
he's
have to see
running
what he
for
looks
governor
like.
of Florida. And he's not going to win this time, but he is the direction that the party is heading. The party is turning away from MAGA, and there's this generation of younger, very disaffected men. This is all like clavicular looks maxing and all of the
Yeah.
anti-woman repeal the 19th. It's all of that rolled together, and they are monsters, and they are like starting to build their
Ugh.
political power, and we should all fucking worry.
He looks like you look at him, Lawrence, and he looks like a good guy. And I know you can't really say someone looks like a good guy necessarily, obviously, but he's attractive. He's got cool glasses. He
Right.
has a nice
No, this is the
smile.
problem, right? That
Yeah.
it's
Hence the Tinder, I guess.
right. Somebody who thinks like that, you'd expect them to look like Quasimodo, right? And
Or
our,
just
our
like blonde.
horrible looksism built into our genetic programming as we mate seek is basically leading us all down the primrose path towards Nazism. Oh, he's cute enough. He can't be that bad. No, he's a fucking monster. Don't vote for him.
It's not just cute. He just has like a warm face. I don't know.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
What? Like, I'd be a good father to my children. No, he wouldn't.
No, he would not. Oh my God. Well, that's fun. Thrilled to see more good things to come for our home state, I guess. Although I don't really think of Florida as my home state anymore, but our origin story state. How about that?
Right. Right.
Ugh. Let's lightly shift topics, Lawrence. You wrote a really, I can't say a nice story. You wrote a really strong story for Blue Ant Media. And oh my gosh, why is my browser here just being like, you need to subscribe? And it's re-inviting me to the show every time I do it. That's hilarious.
I'm telling you, Substack fixed something. They pushed an update that is absolutely fucking monstrous. That is really fucking shit up. I'm super unhappy with it.
See, and I'm blaming myself because I'm working on a new to me laptop that I put here in my studio and never moves, but it's here because the screen is shattered.
I don't think it's you. I'm pretty sure this would be happening regardless of where you were.
Just a coincidence. Okay. Me being, a woman, I'm blaming myself first because that's what we do. But I'm going to put a link.
This is Substack.
Blame Substack first. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Lauren, Karen beat me to it. We both just hit Substack broke all the email addresses. Oh, geez. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. So Lawrence.
So by the way, can we just say as a warning to everybody, I am 99% sure Substack is about to go full medium and withdraw all of our ability to have our own email addresses, to download them. I think it is it's just a hunch. It's just an instinct. I'm hearing whispers.
Wow. You're 99% sure though.
I mean, Substack is going full in shitification, right? There's $100 million from Andreessen Horowitz. They fucking suck. I guarantee they are going to make things shittier. They are trying to make this a walled garden. They are specifically reaching out to Blue Ant Media and asking us, what will it take for you to come back to using Substack as your live video broadcasting method? $1 billion, douche bro. Nothing. No. They want to make it a walled. I guarantee you this is coming. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You just downloaded an extra copy of all your emails, of your subscribers.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But everybody, please go download all of your subscriber emails right now, today, after the show, because I just have this weird itchy thumb, spidey sense that they are about to play some games, because they recently changed it yesterday so that if you send an email to your people, not a newsletter, you're not publishing a post, If you just send an email, like you're trying to do any kind of segmentation and you're trying to ask people to, upgrade from monthly to yearly or whatever, that no longer counts against your open rate because they want your open rate to only be the content, the product that you're sending out. And so
Okay.
I I honestly believe they are about to take away full email address book access from us. I could be wrong. I could be a crazy person. I've just been
Interesting.
right about one or two or three things before.
Yeah, you have been, and yeah, Medium already did it, so there's precedent. Yeah, that's weird. I just downloaded both I Write Out Loud and the Daily Whatever Show's full email lists a couple days ago. So,
Yeah. Karen
okay.
said they may start charging to do lives. I mean, honestly, like it would not surprise me. They are, the original promise was we're writer first kind of place, and they changed that. And,
Yeah.
you own your content and you own your address book. And I believe they are probably going to change that too. They are going to try to make it a walled garden where, roaches only go in, they never come out, like that's just what I think.
Okay. You went, I don't know if everyone heard you. I didn't for about 4 or 5 seconds right before that.
Oh,
That's just what I think. I didn't hear it, but
oh,
I get the gist.
yeah. I said roaches go in, they never come out.
Yeah.
Apparently, maybe they're doing ad blocking now. If you reference old '80s ads, they block you.
Oh, Lawrence, I've been thinking about this a lot because my new moon mantra, my not mantra quite, but the intent of my new moon here is get air. How does one get air? How does one grow as a writer, podcaster, creator
Right.
here on Substack or otherwise? But
How can
obviously,
I breathe with no air?
thank you. I always love a good song in there. Um, the idea of learning yet another new platform if Substack goes down, it's just one of those, like, at what point is it not worth it anymore? I'm just like, it's been great while it's lasted, but
Yeah.
um, no thanks. I I will be pretty devastated if this platform becomes unusable. Because I just decided, February 2nd that this is my home. This is where I'm building I Write Out Loud, and it's
Yeah.
been, a huge practice over the last just about 2 months. I launched it on February 2nd, so, it has been
Well,
just a
by the itching in my thumb, something wicked this way comes.
okay. Interesting, and by interesting, I mean, ugh, not so interesting. Here's hoping that the Daily Whatever Show will continue to be here every day. Yeah, if we have to start paying to stream, that's that, you
Uh,
guys.
Yeah,
We
honestly,
don't
fuck
make enough
that.
money in
Fuck
this.
that 6 ways from Sunday.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So, I guess YouTube? What would we do, Lawrence? I don't know. Um, it really is the most accessible, like, just do this too. Where would everyone go for real though? Like, there are so many lives. Let's say theoretically, let's just do a little forecasting here. If Monday we wake up and we go to log in to the Daily Whatever Show and it's like, you need to pay $9.99 per episode, or join this blah 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 in order to continue using streaming services, because we won't get a heads up.
Oh
It's
God,
just going to
no!
be
It'll
we
be
go to
like
use it and it
great
needs our
news, everybody. We've launched a major change that nobody's prepared for.
right. So, um, where would everybody go? Like, what's the next viable option in terms of having a free, like, easy to use, accessible streaming service? Is it YouTube? Is it Facebook Live? Like, where would people go? Or would it all just go away?
I mean, I think YouTube, but we're not any safer there, right? Google has absolutely shown the willingness to bend the knee to the Trump administration. So, yeah, Constant says let's build one, and honestly,
I mean,
I kind of think the next thing after this is like, All right, everybody, we're going to build a WordPress site and we're going to host it out of Iceland or Switzerland or someplace that can't fuck with our server access. And, it's going to be janky because it's fucking WordPress and we're going to have to build it from scratch. But, like, that's what we're doing.
Right? But then how would we find each other?
It would have to be like a word of mouth, signal message, like go to ickydo.com and,
Oh my God, it would be like three imaginary girls all over again. I hand built this site, man, and I'm
right.
going to shows and meeting people, and then I'm getting their email address and we're emailing them.
Yep.
Yeah. I that would make me very sad, but let's wait and see what happens.
Yeah. Karen says Sazio.com.
Yes. Oh yes, that's right. Karen and her husband have been working on this problem.
Right. They've already built it. They're waiting for us.
No video yet, though.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well,
let's get on
come
that.
on, Karen. Put that on the P1 list.
Put it on the roadmap. Oh, Lawrence, you were supposed to cheer me up today.
Oh. Sorry, wrong guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm being tongue in cheek here. You know that, right? I love Bestie Day because it can just go wherever. It's like when I just pick up the phone and call you and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And it generally ends up being super informative and fascinating. So, do with that what you will. Substack knowledge, dropping rumors and knowledge bombs here.
Right.
I hope that that's not true.
Sort of tie into my article that, like the, which is a heavy riff on things that like Ellie and Cliff and David have been saying on the Epstein class, right? Like it's a predator class, the same guys who were in the boys club that did all the Epstein crimes are the same people that do the big bank mergers and tech bro financing and, pass legislation that bankrupts American farmers and then swoop in and buy, family farms for pennies on the dollar. Like this is all a part of their plan to basically, be predators upon the rest of us and keep us fractured and disorganized and poor and complaining as they, pick off our children for raping and, our life savings for whatever monstrous plans they've got. Like, it's insanity. And we keep letting it happen.
Yeah. It's, I've said this before and we'll repeat it, that like women in particular are not okay right now as we watch that, like what happens when most men get to the upper echelons of this predator class, when they make their first billion, and when they become post-economic, they also become post-consequential. And what do so many of them choose to do with that wealth and power? Rape
more
kids.
Money. Right. And rape kids. Basically say, fuck it, I'm getting mine.
Yeah.
I have $100 billion. I actually need $500 billion. Oh no, wait, I want to be a trillionaire. Like,
right.
Yeah.
And then I want to go to the moon and Mars.
Right. And I have no philanthropic bone in my body, right? Like, at least fucking Carnegie gave us libraries. Like, there's no sense of the public good.
Right. And
as I was researching the article, a thing that I learned is that we are not just in another Gilded Age right now. We are actually outdoing the Gilded Age significantly. The ultra elite wealthy of our Gilded Age are actually 4 times more wealthy, proportionally speaking, than were the robber barons of the first Gilded Age. So,
God, that's
like, not just a Gilded Age, a super Gilded Age. We are literally living through like the makings of a revolution right now, because this is unsustainable in any fashion.
It truly is. I don't even have words for you, Lawrence. I'm just like, and what do we do about it?
I mean, I think one of the things we can do is I think we all need to start using predator class. We all need to start calling
Yeah,
them predators. Like we need to,
yeah,
shock other people awake and use the language that fits the moment and basically say, the
yeah,
behavior that we're seeing is predation, like Epstein, was classic. He would find and groom and stalk young women. He would, get them sort of uh, owing him and feeling like they were obligated to him. He would rape them and put them into situations where they were literally like, being traded to other men for favors. And still, these girls ended up feeling like somehow they were responsible. It was their fault, whatever. Like it was total fucking predator,
yes,
narcissistic, sociopathic behavior. And
yes,
if they can do that to children, they can do it to the rest of us. And they clearly are. That's clearly what's happening.
yeah. I it does feel helpless. And also, I do agree with you that language matters, framing matters for as long as we have a platform here, Lawrence. We
Right.
need to use the language that matters. This is not just an administration; it is a regime. These are not just billionaires; these are predators. And the more that we take control of the narrative or the language, the more able we are to take control of the narrative because we've so lost the narrative. We've
Oh,
so
God.
lost it.
Right. The
If
fact
this,
that Chuck
yeah,
Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries are still like the leaders of the Democratic Party is
how?
it,
Yeah.
it's a fucking crime, honestly. Like their incompetence has been revealed so deeply and profoundly that
Ugh.
how they are still in power is, part of the fucking nightmare. Like to the extent that it makes you wonder if somehow they are complicit, right? Like who bought them off?
Did they make a deal? I wouldn't go so far as to call them predacious, which I do really like that form of the word, but complicit, I would say,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
Christiane asked in the chat, can peaceful demonstrations bring them down? And the honest answer,
yeah.
Christiane, is maybe. I like it could, like I'd love to imagine a future in which like more and more people keep turning out for demonstrations. Oh, hey, big news. I don't know if everyone saw this. The No Kings organization declared the next No Kings Day is May 1st, but it is not a rally. It is a general fucking
Okay.
strike. We are finally going to do a general strike.
I saw that, and I didn't know it was the No Kings like official organization that declared it. That gives me some hope it will work. Um, let's shift from stories for a minute because I know you've been calling for a general strike for a while, Lawrence, and I hold some skepticism about the United States' ability to hold a general strike because we're so disparate, we're so huge. Will the impact be felt? And also, we're so dependent on our jobs for all of the things that other countries have in a social safety net that um, people can't lose their health insurance and their access to those
Right.
sorts of things. What does a general strike look like? Does the Daily Whatever show air that day? Should we be part of the strike or are we part of the resistance?
Uh,
Talk to
I,
me about how
I,
you
I
see
don't
a
know the
strike
answer to
working.
that. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't, this doesn't
but I
feel like
bet you
working
have
to me.
thoughts.
Well, the Daily Whatever show feels like
Mm,
being part of the resistance. And so, for me, it means,
yeah.
hey, Dana, I don't know if it's me or you, but you're really chunking out and freeze framing. Are you having that
Oh,
experience? Is that just me?
oh,
Did
I
you
think
lose
it
me?
might be me because when I look at the live, it looks like my internet access is not great.
Yeah. You're really
Sorry, you
freezing in.
guys.
Uh-oh. Did we lose her? Oh no.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, I hear
Are you
typing.
losing me?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
that was
like you're
me. Oh,
freezing on the live and
uh, should I leave and come
It's-
back?
okay, it seems like you're back.
Oh, am I? I was going to say I could leave and come back.
No,
I'm
I mean,
guessing
I
that's
think
my.
it's I think it's an internet thing. I don't know that leaving and coming back is going to fix that.
I know it's weird though because when I'm down here, I am tapped directly into the Ethernet. I'm not on wireless, so this should be a rock solid connection.
Yeah.
Eh.
Um, Shayla actually
Yeah,
makes a great
you know
point. She
the
says, "Oh, now we're stepping on each other because we're kind of out of sync."
go for it.
Well, Shayla says, "Whatever you do, I think you and your colleagues need to get together and come up with a common strategy and do the same thing on that general strike date." Um, yeah, that's a good idea.
It's a good idea. One massive live stream
Well, I mean,
that takes down some.
right? Maybe like if people are not going to be working, they need something to do. We could be giving them messages of resistance, and like you are making a difference. Yeah, so a good point. Yanni is saying May 1st is not just a general strike, like no work, it's also no buy. So nobody buy anything on May 1st either.
Yes, that's easy. I think
Yeah.
unless there's an emergency, like kids with 104 fevers, and you're out of Advil. Um, uh, Other than that, it's pretty easy. Oh, okay. Now I lost Lawrence.
No, I'm still here.
Oh dear.
Oh, friend, I'm sorry. I think this is you. Do you have a wired connection in your new podcasting studio? Uh-oh. Oh no, she dropped. All right, everyone. Well, um, hopefully she will be back soon. I don't know if she did that intentionally or not. We're going to cross fingers that she gets a wired connection in her new podcasting studio because this would be frustrating every day. Um, Ripley is here with me, watching the entire chat process. Hi, Kitty. Oh, Dana's back. Let's add her back into the chat. Here we go. Is this better? Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
I don't know if this is any better.
Oh no, I don't
Uh-huh.
think it is.
Oh wait.
Hello, hello. Uh-oh. Well, it wouldn't be the Daily Whatever show without some kind of bizarre technical difficulty. Oh boy. So yeah, I think Shayla is right. We need to come up with a unified plan across Substack for what people are going to do. I feel like we should broadcast. Maybe it's a day when everybody broadcasts because we're all going to be home in theory, not buying things and not working. And I think we need some common support. It's going to be really hard to be the only person in your whatever, in your office or in your factory going out on strike. Can you hear me?
Yeah, this is much better, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Is that your phone?
This is my phone.
Damn.
So that makes no sense. I'm in my basement. The wireless should not be stronger than the Ethernet.
Yeah. Oh, are you wired in? Are you hardwired down there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's not good. That's not right.
Right? That doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes no sense whatsoever.
But this I feel like I'm like here for real, where before it was all like I was never fully here. Also, I really admire I enjoy the beautification that my iPhone combined with Substack does. I don't know if you've noticed, but like involuntary beauty filter.
Yeah, I have noticed that. It's doing it to me right now as well. I love it.
Yeah, it's weird. Right. When I was testing the light down here with my friend Kim, she was like, we were just trying to we did 2 video, lives just to see how it looked. And she was like, "You're so soft focus on your phone. It's like you have no eyebrows. They're like faded out." And I was like, I'm not mad about it.
Right.
Um, but yeah, okay, I guess it makes no sense, but I'm glad we're reconnected. But we were talking about the general strike and how that would work.
Oh
Um,
no, people are saying that the chat is frozen.
oh my God.
Oh, and Karen
Substack.
said I was frozen. Why was I frozen?
I don't I don't even know, Lawrence. This is the kind of week I'm having. Like nothing is making sense or working quite properly, so I'm gonna say it's my fault. Um,
Yeah, no, yeah, Karen, I'm not sure if that was me or you because I don't think I froze at any point along here, but whatever.
I just had a
Hard to
really good
know.
oh sorry, I just had what might be a good idea, Lawrence. Can I just spout off a good idea, potential idea live, and then we'll figure out if we can do it?
Yeah,
Well, the 1 year anniversary of the Daily Whatever Show is April 24th. That's 1 year to the day of when we did our very first show. And that's 1 week before the general strike. And so maybe our 1 year celebration starts on the year anniversary and ends with the general strike. And we talk up the general strike the whole time and try to encourage more and more people to
sure.
do it as part of our 1 year anniversary. I feel like
Yes. I
that's a
will
very
have
good
a
way.
special guest
Ooh.
here in studio with me for that entire week.
You will have a special guest in studio?
I will. Shar Sundust will be here visiting me for that entire
Oh,
week, and so
oh my gosh.
yeah, she's going to she will be on the show as many mornings as she would like to be.
Oh my God. I love that. And now I feel like I need to bring a special guest in. I'm going to go find someone in Seattle to come join me sitting next to me.
Perfect.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I love Shar. I love that she's flying out to visit you. I will get there one day soon, my friend. I got to get my first kid to college first.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you could go round up my ex-boyfriend. That'd be fun. You and me and Shar chastising my ex-boyfriend.
oh my God. That would be that would be remarkable, and that's so good. I almost want to do it. I'm
Right?
pretty convincing. I think I could just be, I don't know. I could tell him it's something else.
Right.
I'm
Right.
kidding. That's probably not going to work. Here's an awkward segue. Speaking of exes, I have an
Mm.
essay that would like to talk about with you today. If we can do a dramatic topic shift away from
Yes,
politics.
no, that was very dramatic. Yeah, so we're talking about the dating the test and apologize type like
Yes.
again, right?
Yes, because with I Write Out Loud, I am right. It is my home for creative nonfiction on Substack.
Hmm.
And I would put the link in the chat, but I'm on my freaking phone now. Thanks, StreamYard or Substack or some
Yeah, that's okay. I've got it.
acrimony
I can
between you
put it in the
two.
chat, and I
And
bet Karen's got it.
I am each week I am sharing essays. Sometimes they are new. They're ones I've just written, and sometimes they are from the archive. This one is from the archive. So many, many months ago, I think we discussed this on the show. If you remember that, you can just fog out for a few minutes. But I shared this one this week on purpose because test and apologize is one of the rhetorical patterns of burned haystack dating method. And Jenny Young's book comes out April 7th, next week.
Oh, that's very exciting.
And so I have pre-ordered it. I have tried to get Jenny to book on the show, but she is having a very major book release and is being on all the big podcasts. She has written me back, and she has said maybe after the book tour she'll be able to come on. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with her because if we ever get her on the show, I will weep with happiness. Um, she has been she has made a huge impact on me personally and how I date, as well as hundreds of thousands of other women, maybe millions of other women.
Okay, well, so I'm
So,
going to prep you. This is prep for having Jenny on the show because here's my question that I've wanted to ask you about this essay,
yes, please.
which is basically like so burnt hate like the burnt haystack dating method, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the situation, it was pretty clear that Jenny Young would have said he is manifesting a behavior, a rhetorical pattern that clearly indicates that like this is what
Want
you
to
should
burn.
not do. And then you did the opposite of her advice and you went with him anyway. You dated him anyway and you got the outcome that she told you would get. So what is your essay really about?
This is exactly what I was going to ask you too. So, for a little background, this essay is an origin story, as it turned out. The essay itself was written um, in 2024, like October-ish, I think. I'm trying to remember exactly when I met and dated this man for the first time. And it's a really funny story. I would advise you all read it. It chronicles a first coffee date, right? I meet this guy. We are totally hitting it off. He seems great. He texts me right away after the date. I'm super excited about it. And he texts me a song, which texting me music is my love language. Like Lawrence can attest, like that's a beautiful thing. But the song he texts me is like the raunchiest, grossest, most hilarious song. It's Girls by The Dare, an indie sleaze band. And I am aghast. And what do I do when I'm aghast like this? I call Lawrence. And your advice at the time, Lawrence, was first, it was, oh, this is hysterical. I love that he sent you this song. And I'm like, true, but I literally just met him and I'm not a gay man, I'm a straight woman. What is this dude signaling? And I kind of pop off about how I'm frustrated because I want to be able to laugh with him and be like, oh my God, this is a great song and hilarious that you're sending this to me, but we don't have anything in common yet. And
Right.
so it is clearly a test and apologize. And that means a test and apologize rhetorical pattern means the man does something inappropriate, typically something sexual. And when it's not received well, they apologize for it. And Jenny's premise is that the
If
test
you
is,
see that, you should run.
yes, the test is always real and the apology never is. Your advice, which I thought was wise at the time, was, well, why don't you say to him everything you're saying to me when I'm popping off about how this takes away my fun when men can't keep their dick in their pants for 5 minutes and they race ahead and they don't recognize how unsafe it is for women to be on the internet. And
Right.
so I did. I said all of this. And I got not just an apology, but an incredible apology from this person, a really sincere apology. The essay ends when I say we went on a couple more dates and he disappeared, because that is what happened. But what the essay doesn't say, because life kept going, is I did end up hearing from him a few weeks later with another apology saying, I got back together with my ex. I had no idea that was like a possibility. I'm really sorry. I really enjoyed meeting you. I think you're wonderful and you didn't deserve me disappearing. And I once again accepted the apology graciously and said, I'm just glad to hear from you. It's disorienting when people disappear. I totally understand. Best of luck to you.
Right.
And that was how it ended. Round
But
one.
hang on a second. I want to
Yeah.
I want to I want to stick on the apology for a minute because like wasn't that another Jenny Young burned haystack sign that like a manipulator, like of course somebody who manipulates is going to give you an extraordinary apology. Like that's what they
Yes.
do. They're manipulators.
Yes. And
How do
so
you
it's,
discern between
yeah.
someone who's being a manipulator because they are evidencing all of these rhetorical patterns that she talks about versus, an actual sincere apology from someone?
You by the burned haystack dating method, you shouldn't. Every time you block to burn.
Right.
And so this essay gets into the nuance of that of um, we are all human and sometimes you use your gut. And so the tea behind this story, as Lawrence well knows, is that this man resurfaced many months later in 2025, um, single again. First reached out personally to me and I didn't respond, but then I saw them on a dating app and I reached out and we ended up dating for months after that, before it ended. Um, and I want to get Lawrence's honest opinion here. Was the test and apologize an indicator that things would go the way they went? Or was the test and apologize bad behavior that was different from the reasons why the relationship ended? Because I'm working on an
No, it
essay.
was absolutely, in retrospect, an indicator of how things would go. Like,
Yeah,
in retrospect, we had all the information that we needed from the very beginning.
so interesting. And because the essay I'm working on in my head, Lawrence, is test and apologize an indicator of an avoidant person? Is it another, or are they unrelated and I'm drawing a parallel where there is none?
I mean,
Because
even if it were,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the great insight there would be, right? Like, you have the information about him being not appropriate because he's evidencing these rhetorical behavior patterns that
Yeah.
Jenny has identified as part of Burned Haystack. And her kind of categorical advice is this is evidence
Yes.
of elimination. This is someone you block to burn.
Yes.
And
But
you're
and
trying to
because
diagnose whether he's avoidant or whether he's something else, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then
when you called me, when you asked for advice on what you should do next, were you looking for permission from me? Like, what was the purpose of the call? Like, obviously part of it was outrage and you were like, oh my God, I can't believe this just happened. But did you want me? Because here's the thing. My strong sense at the time was that you wanted me to give you permission to move forward.
Okay.
Is that what you were seeking?
I think I was seeking a vent. I was seeking a laugh with you, first of all, because the song is funny.
The song is great.
The song is awesome. Like the girls who do drugs. Yeah. And here's the funny thing. Sorry, I will answer your question, but a slight tangent. Knowing this person now, wildly out of character to listen to music like that and to send a song like that. Like Jenny Young would, so the Burned Haystack rhetorical pattern behaviors, it's not just like if he does this, he's bad. It tends to be like if he is using disciplinary directive, which he wasn't, but that's one of the rhetorical patterns. She's like, that is an indicator for future abuse, and you should run because that's someone who wants to control you. Test and apologize. It tends to be like someone who's just looking for sex and is creepy and is testing your boundaries. And I wouldn't say that's who this person was. So I guess that's why I'm like, what is it an indicator of? Anyhow,
I mean, honestly, I think it's an indicator of manipulation, right? Like, he knew enough about you at that point to know that texting you a song or song lyrics would be a thing to get inside your head. And whether he consciously thought it or not, I think he went looking for a song that would push your boundaries, right? And be something that would violate boundaries. And yeah, I think in retrospect, it's an indicator of how manipulative this person actually was.
I think that's only a fair read given what happened. It's and we talked about it after we were dating that he was like, I don't listen to lyrics. It was just a really upbeat, happy song, and I was feeling really upbeat and happy after meeting you. And I was like, really? The I like girls who like to fuck part didn't jump out at you?
Your word processor didn't catch that in the lyrics.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull
You were
up.
so wrapped up in the tune.
It was kind of true for him. Like he was very not musically astute, and I think in his mind he was like, she likes cool music. I need to impress her.
Right.
This is cool, but I like girls who make love, but I love girls who like to fuck. I like tall girls, small girls, girls with dicks, call girls, girls who get naked on the gram. They say I'm too fucking horny, want to put me in a cage. I'd probably fuck the hole in the wall. I mean, the whole song is like as vulgar as you could make it. So I agree. It speaks to manipulation. It's so fascinating as an origin story though, because it's not like the rhetorical patterns aren't perfect, obviously. We're all human. It does speak to hypervigilance. Being on the Burned Haystack dating group on Facebook, I see the posts every day, all day from women who are posting things that I'm like, wow, this is true hypervigilance, where they're like, see that one time he said this little part here, that's an indicator of that. And everybody chimes in and agrees. And I'm like, this leaves very little room for human error at all.
Right.
And so there is a point, I think, with any methodology where you have to be like human weighing in here.
Right. We've got a lot of response from the chat that that song alone is full reason why he should have been banned from Go.
Yeah. And what's so interesting is that like the relationship that ensued a year later like had nothing to do with anything you would think that a guy would send you the song would end up doing. That
Right.
was not what his flaws were. And so um I don't regret
Right.
having
That
done
it's
it.
my ex actually that everything related to why our relationship
Right?
ended has to do with that song.
Right?
Yeah.
So there is a strange human discernment thing in there that mystery still doesn't quite click, but I do think that this one is quite funny as an origin story, because when I wrote it I didn't know. I thought that that person is gone, and they were not in the end. That they have resurfaced, and not. I think the common thread, though, Lawrence, is manipulation, and that is the core of Test and Apologize. So lesson learned, man. But the burnt haystack dating method is a really good method if you are completely okay with your single life and not dating. It is not something that helps you find
Right.
someone
If
to
you're
date or have sex
craving a
with.
relationship, it's really hard to implement
Right. Well,
unless you're a gay dude in Fort Wayne, Indiana, in which case there's nobody here.
right. Girl, if you're a
But we've talked
straight,
before. Burnt haystack wouldn't really work for gay guys. There's too much things that other people would consider boundary transgressing that occurs within like the first 3 seconds.
right. Well, because, and she states this explicitly, that it's a method for straight women looking for monogamous relationships. The same
Yeah.
rules don't apply in other circumstances. There, it could be informative,
Right.
but these are guidelines explicitly for women seeking monogamous relationships. If you're looking for hookups, um,
Right.
some of the guidelines are good
Mine
around
is
safety.
why didn't you send me a dick pic within the first couple of minutes of the
Right,
chat? Like seriously,
right,
what is wrong with you? What am I
right.
going to be working with?
Exactly, exactly. So, um, yeah.
I okay. I have a question for you though,
Okay.
because at the end you talk about wanting. I forget how you say it. It's like somebody like sort of cool and also kind, or something like that. Like
Yeah.
that's what you're looking for.
I don't remember what that line is. Hold on, because I'm not primarily on my computer here. Let me open the essay. It's
But
right at
it's
the
in terms of like what you want, like kind of ultimately what you're looking for.
yes. I would say that
and
that's true.
um and I think you say it a couple of times actually in the essay, but like it's a pretty low bar.
Someone
And
cool
you're
and
kind of
kind.
presenting it as like a bar raising kind of thing, and I'm just wondering, like,
Oh, I see. Let him be kind and cool enough so I can have him.
yeah, that's the line.
Yeah. Um, that's deeply simplified in terms of everything that I'm looking for. And I think you of all people know that the bar for me is extremely high.
It is
Um,
extremely high.
but with those two words of cool and kind, they're alliterative, which I love. Um, I want someone who like has a clue and stays connected to cultural moments by the time men are in their 50s ish, like we are. Straight men can feel very old and out of touch, and and they can like be very sedentary and have very inactive lives outside of their homes, and that's probably not a good fit for me. That's the cool part. And then the kind part is just what it says. Like they as a first like cut of entries, they have to lead with kindness, especially with me, if I'm going to be with them. So those are like initial bars to access. And um yeah, I'm being a little tongue in cheek of let him be cool and kind enough so I can have him. Um and I concluded at the end that he wasn't because he disappeared. He didn't meet the kindness bar. Um, in the end, though, in dating him, he was kind. He was unavailable. He was
Right.
emotionally unavailable, and those are different
Profoundly
things.
unavailable. Yeah.
Pretty profoundly avoidant and unavailable, but those are different things. So, um, Yeah, I will have to read it as a manipulation. This whole the Dare song thing will always be a mystery to me. It is nothing. I do think actually, as we're talking this through, it may have been him trying to index into cool in a way that he wasn't, because he was not particularly cool.
Yeah,
Not,
maybe.
you know what I mean? Like he, for all of his other assets, like kind of out of touch. So I think he was like, "Oh,
All
Dana's
right,
into me
the
too."
chat is cracking me up. So
Yeah.
Christiane has summarized it simply by saying, "You're attracting the wrong type of men." And Lefty Prof has said, "I don't want a dick pic. Dicks are ugly. Send me a pic of your cat. Send me a pic of your herb garden. Send me a pic of your bookshelf."
Your vinyl collection. Yes, all these things are eh, oh, and I see here Schrodinger's Muppet says sometimes an active woman can get a couch potato on his feet. In my experience, it works the other way around most of the time. I
Right.
like
A couch
and
potato turns an active woman into another couch potato.
at least mentally. And I don't necessarily literally mean by sitting on the couch all the time, but I have been the like extroverted fun one in a pairing with an introverted, low activity person. And yeah, at the beginning, there's this sense of like, opposites attract, to go full Paula Abdul, but
Hmm.
generally there ends up being resentment. Um, yeah. So I love that. Yeah, I'm reading the chat popping out. It's very funny. This is one of my like do it for the plot funny moments though, right? Like what a weird thing to have happen. And it's interesting that I'm attracting the wrong man. I actually came to that same conclusion, and in later essays, in terms of the sequence of things, I used ChatGPT to help me come to that same conclusion and to rewrite so that I would stop meeting men who were like, "Well, you seem like a lot of fun." I was indexing heavily into the fun, cool energy of like, I like to do all these things. Here's me singing karaoke. Here I am in a pool with a cocktail kind of energy, and more into the like, hey, I'm a stable ass woman who has my shit together, who
Hmm.
also likes to do some fun things. And it did shift who I matched with for the better. So
All right.
this can
And on
happen.
that note, we're over time.
We are over time. Oh my gosh. Thank you for bearing with us through all of our technical issues. The day that I'm like, my studio is finally perfect and set up, it didn't work great. I'm gonna need to try going live with someone again to test how to get my audio through my mic, but also figure out why my connection was so bad.
Yeah.
That's
Well, you
very
switched
strange.
over to that busted laptop, so it might be the laptop.
It's only the screen that's broken though. It shouldn't,
I mean,
it
whatever
did,
broke the screen might have done something to dislodge the Ethernet cable port or whatever. Like, you don't know.
maybe. I don't know because I was live yesterday and it worked fine. I mean, it was just me, so I couldn't do the audio part, but um I don't think it's the laptop, but if it is, we'll figure it out. Christiane says loves the conversation. Thank you both. I'm glad that you did. This was we kind of jumped all over the place, didn't we? General strike, test and apologize.
Yep.
Alrighty. I'm
All
gonna go
right.
upstairs
Thanks,
and check in on
everybody.
those kids of mine with their high fevers.
Love you,
Love you,
mean it.
mean it,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.